Big Brother 2023 has so much drama, I can't even handle it.
I know what you're doing! You want me to lose my shit!
Hello friends, today we will be doing a deep dive into this season's Big Brother because the drama is unmatched. If you're not watching Big Brother this year or you've never seen it, don't worry because here's a quick summary of the show. Big Brother is a reality TV show / social experiment where a group of 16 contestants known as housemates live in one big house, isolated from the rest of the world. The difference between a show like Big Brother and Love Island is in Big Brother they're monitored 24 hours of the day. There's nothing Big Brother doesn't see. Nothing. As the weeks go by, contestants have to nominate who they would like to see leave the Big Brother house. And each Friday, one person will be evicted by the public until there's only one person left who will walk away with £100,000. And most importantly, with all these factors put together, it means the show is full of drama. Imagine living with 15 other people. People are going to lose their minds. And in this video, we're going to discuss all that drama, all of the bust-ups, why Big Brother has come back after so many years and if it's been successful, my own opinion on each housemate, whether I like them or dislike them, who I think will win Big Brother, and will Big Brother dethrone Love Island as ITV's biggest reality TV show. But before we get into it, I need to pay my bills with the help of today's sponsor. Do you wish you knew how to cook a delicious meal? Maybe you want to impress a potential partner, or you just want to eat food that makes you feel good and tastes amazing. Well, you can do that and more with the help of today's video's partner, HelloFresh. I've been using HelloFresh myself for almost 3 years now, and I've accumulated so many delicious recipes. I've got so many recipes, I have to keep them in this little fancy binder I made. Look at me go. I'm just showing you this to prove that I do in fact use this service all the time. I love it. If you don't already know, HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that ships weekly boxes of fresh ingredients straight to your door with so many delicious recipes, just to make cooking easier. The recipes are all labelled step by step, so it's really easy to follow. So if you are a novice in the kitchen like me, you'll be absolutely fabulous after a week of using HelloFresh. This week I've cooked easy pull chipotle chicken tacos, oven baked basa, which was tremendous, creamy chicken tikka masala, and yellow Thai style veggie noodle soup. Wow, look at me go. So many cultures in my kitchen. HelloFresh has over 44 different recipes to choose from each week, which suit every single taste and lifestyle, so there's something for everyone. Especially with winter in full flow now, you want some warm homemade recipes to make you feel warm on them cold nights. And HelloFresh has got loads of options for this, and it's really good value for money. Me and Chloe have saved loads of money using HelloFresh. Honestly, I can't recommend it enough. I know it seems like I'm glazing HelloFresh here, but I don't care. I love it. The boxes are delivered straight to your door, and I get a text like letting us know like a time frame it'll be there for, so I know when to like kind of plan to be in. And also, if you don't really want too much commitment, you can skip a week or skip 2 weeks. You don't have to have it every single week. So yeah, if you don't mind trying HelloFresh for a week, it does really help me out, and it tells HelloFresh that they're gonna continue working with us. Okay, I need it. So yeah, make sure you click the link and use my exclusive discount code 60CAM today to get 60% off your first box plus 25% off your next 2 months. Honestly, you will not regret trying it. So I think the best place to start is by reacting to the housemates' initial intro tapes, just for people who haven't seen the show, so you can kind of get to know a little bit about the people we'll be talking about.
I'm Jenkin, I'm 25.
Hi Jenkin.
I'm from a village just outside of Bridgend.
This is what we want to see though, right? Aren't we all sick of Love Island where you get these people that just look like influencers? We want Jenkin from a village. Oh, this show's so much better than Love Island. I want him doing these little cringy dance moves, not in like Love Island where they're like... He's like, no, he's giving it a bit of fucking... Get into it. Love it, Jenkin.
I'm not the only gay in the village. I am the best one.
Nice. Little reference there from Little Britain. Love it.
I'm a barman, I'm a cleaner, and a bingo caller. 6 and 9. It's my favourite number.
Alright, bit forward, but it's okay. You're just trying to, you know, kind of... This is out your comfort zone. Things are coming out your mouth that you normally wouldn't say. It's fine.
I love a bitch. I love a bit of a goss. And I can't help myself to be like a little bit of an instigator.
By the way, where have they, like, filmed this? Like, why have they just locked him in, like, what appears to be, like, a room from Balamori, but with 4 CCTV cameras on? Do you really need every angle of him? Really? I don't think you do. This looks like Homer Simpson spunked all over it. That is a wild thing to imagine.
I'm Farida. I'm a makeup artist. from Wolverhampton. So I'm a very proud Muslim and I love praying.
I love her outfit, by the way. I know, you know, that's very much with our culture, but that is glowing. Look at that.
Going into the Big Brother race, I will still be practicing my faith. I will still be covering my hair, dressing modestly.
You know, again, this is why Big Brother, it gets to all different kind of people. You would never see this on like Love Island. I know I keep comparing it to that, but it's because it's made by the same people. You know, it's ITV, reality TV show. This is why this is clear, in my opinion.
I'm 50 years old and I love embracing my age because with age comes wisdom.
Good honour. What's her secret? I need to know the skin routine for Rita. Tremendous love.
My name is Tom, I'm 21 years old and I'm from a little village called Leamington in Somerset.
You know this, like, what this Tom looks like? This is like a whole genre of man, isn't it? There's so many people that have that mullet, that curly mullet with the moustache and the little beard. Do you know what I mean? You've got so many, like, I'm sure iDubbbz looks like that now. You've got Curtis Con. I couldn't even name all of them, but it's like a certain breed of man.
There's not much to say about Leamington, really. Average age of ladies, like 50s, 60s.
This guy looks like he's like straight out of a, I don't know, like sex education series, or like one of Netflix's series where they try and like replicate old Britain. Do you know what I mean?
I work in a butcher's. I'd like to think I'm not too thick. I think it's more of like a practical smart. So yesterday my toilet broke. It just wouldn't stop flushing. I just kicked it and it fixed it.
Sometimes that works, right? Sometimes the best thing to do is turn it on and off again. You're trying to flush your toilet and you've got a poop in it, you just get out, poop.
I'm Hallie, I'm 18, I'm a youth worker, and I'm repping South London.
Oh my god. 18? That is so young to go on Big Brother. Wow, the confidence. The confidence to go on the show at 18. That's like mental, that there's gonna be like a 53-year-old in there with an 18-year-old. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be insane.
My mouth does get me into trouble sometimes because I have a habit of not thinking before speaking.
Yeah, that will get you into trouble. I do that all the time. I do that all the time. Like, you know, if like you're at McDonald's and someone like cuts in front of you, you're like, you fat bit of... Well, shouldn't have said that. Just get your nuggets, love, and just leave.
People would say that I'm just a lovely person, but I can be a raging bitch on wheels at times.
A raging bitch on wheels. Wow, that is... I've never heard that before. I'm going to steal that one.
I bark at men when they catcall me because you're acting like a dog, so you'll get treated like one. Ruff.
Can't lie, Hallie's kind of off initial intro tapes kind of seeming iconic. You get cackled, why wouldn't you bark at them? I would do that. I would bark at them. Isn't that such a weird concept that like this girl is 18 and she gets catcalled by I imagine like 40-year-old men? Does he really think they're gonna be like, I don't know, like, oh, you've catcalled me, here's my breasts? Do you know what I mean? What's the outcome of catcalling someone? There's no good outcome.
I just hope people don't treat me like a baby because if I feel like I'm being talked to like a child, I really won't like it. So check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Damn! Check yourself before you wreck yourself. All the greats said that, you know, like Wreck-It Ralph. He mentioned that a couple of times. What a guy.
I'm Trish, I'm 33, I'm a mum, and I live in Luton.
They're all from London. Where's the Geordie Chauver? I want to see the Geordie Chauver with 5 kids. 4 teeth. Less teeth than kids. I want to see him in here.
I'm originally from Congo. I was born in Kinshasa. I came to England when I was 9 years old. My father came to get me. When we first got to Europe, I was so shocked to see a lot of white people. Ooh, it was cold.
That would actually be quite mental. Do you know, if you're just constantly used to like seeing, I don't know, in Congo, is it predominantly black people? And then you go when you country and everyone is like a different colour. You'd be like, whoa, what's going on here? There's some sort of cult?
I'm very, very left-wing. I am a massive feminist.
Oh, I get it. Same, right. I love Martinelli, Eden Hazard, Phil Foden. Incredible. I'm so left-wing.
I hate the Tories. I was an immigrant. I think overall, I'm amazing.
She's gonna bring in the political chat. I'm sure everyone will love that. I'm sure that's gonna go down really well. That's what I want with my baked beans. A hint of Rishi Sunak.
I'm Yingren. I'm 25 years old. I'm a customer support agent and I'm from Shanghai, China.
Queen! Okay, Queen! I have to admit, I've seen every episode and she's a Queen Yinrun from Shanghai. Imagine going on this show in front of millions of people and having to do it in like your second language. That again is confidence. That's like Hallie being 18. It's like, wow. What is that? Is that cheese? Why is she hiding behind cheese? I'm not too sure what's she trying to connote here. I'm trying to bring in me English literature. The cheese really connotes how she was shitting herself. You know, that dairy just running through her.
When I came to England, I found out people are so polite here.
You need to go to South East London, love. I used to live there. Trust me. They'll show you how polite England really is.
I was born in the year of tiger. So if someone is rude to me, it will bring the angry tiger out of me. And I will get...
That's so cute. I think I was born in like the year of the rat. I feel like I have features of a rat. I think it's the nose. It's so pointy.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm a qualified lawyer from Scunthorpe. I have a face like a chastised backside.
What? A face like a what?
I have a face like a chastised backside.
A chastised backside? What does that mean? I feel like that's a word I haven't unlocked yet. You know, I know what backside is. I unlocked that one a couple of levels ago. Chest side? Or is it chest size? I don't know.
Hence I wear such wonderful shirts to make up for it.
I like that shirt. A bit like a Weatherspoons player.
People might think I'm posh, but I'm not. I was born on a council estate in Scunthorpe. I mean, can't you hear it?
I can't tell if he's trolling or not. Is he trolling? I don't know. He doesn't sound like he's from a council estate, but I don't know. Are Scunthorpe council estates posh? I don't know what Scunthorpe's like. I've never been and never will.
I am a huge fan of Downton Abbey. I watched the show as a child and thought, wow, they sound rather nice, and so I just learnt my accent from Downton Abbey.
Okay, that's great. Normally, like, you know, I feel like people having lived on a council estate, I feel like people more go towards watching Top Boy and then kind of adopting that one, but Downton Abbey, I'll take it.
Ben used to be cohead model. And I'm from Manchester.
Got subtitles. Thought I was going to need subtitles, but he was just taking the piss.
In high school and primary school, I was always a bit of cheeky chappy. During dinner time, I asked this dinner lady for an extra piece of chicken and stuff like that, and have a little flirt with them.
And then just fingered her. No, oh, right, you had a flirt, right. I overestimated Zach's ability.
Hello, my name's Chanel. I'm 29 and I'm from a small town of Wales called Llanelli.
Sorry, what?
Small town of Wales called Llanelli.
Llanelli? That just sounds like you're trying to clear your nose. Like, not taking the piss. I am taking the piss. I'm if anything, I'm heavily taking the piss. That's wonderful. Chanel seems really like, you know, off her intro tape, she seems really nice. You know, like, she seems like I could chill with her. Like, I can just tell off this first 10 seconds.
I'm a dental therapist. My favourite tooth, probably a canine.
I love the way Welsh people say tooth. My favourite tooth. Not great if you've got a lisp like me.
My name's Dylan. I'm 39 years old.
Fucking hell, his leg lights up. That is tremendous. I wish my leg lit up. I like my leg, but that's cool is what I'm trying to say.
I'm from Coventry and I'm a DJ.
He's a DJ and his leg lights up. Are you mental? Can you imagine that? Just the bass drops and then this just changes colour. Oh, that is fantastic. I need to see this guy live.
The thing I love about being a DJ is getting the crowd hyped and the crowd going. It's hands in the air, raving, let's go.
I think I would be a mint DJ. Tell us if this is cringe, but I feel like I'd have a present on stage. You know, I'd be like, crowd the birthday boy, this one's for you. I want to kill myself. That was so cringe.
In 2014, I was hit by a taxi on the way to work and snapped my foot in half. They put the foot back together again, and after 3 years of living in pain, I decided to have the foot amputated. Now it's got lights in it.
Respect. I want you to win now.
I'm Noki, I'm 26 and I'm from Derby. I was Miss Universe Great Britain in 2022.
Isn't that mental that people can win like Miss Universe or Miss Great Britain? Imagine how that would feel. Do they have like a Miss Star of Great Britain? Because you're looking at them. Ooh. This is the essence of the perfect man right here. Look at these muscles. Look at his face. There's not a single bag under these eyes. Who am I kidding? Christ, they're like bags for life.
I'm Matty. I'm 24 years old and I'm from the Isle of Man.
Oh my god, this guy just looks like he just sees weekly shop at Jaded London. Look at this outfit. This is a full Jaded outfit. I don't even have to check. I just know. This man has got peas. This man is earning bank. Unless he's got like a Klarna Gold account.
I'm a doctor. I currently work in the geriatric department. I love old people. They can be kind of naughty, I guess.
This guy looks like he's like a wizard, you know? Like his energy and just the way he's like barefoot. This guy looks like he'd be meant at like witchcraft. I can't describe it, but it's what he feels like.
Something called ecstatic dancing, which is going out and dancing under the moon and the stars, going crazy, tops off. To me, hippie means total freedom to travel, to live, to work, to love, to eat from a bin, to do anything.
Fair play, right? You want to do this. But I love how he's saying, like, eating from a bin feels euphoric. Yeah, mate, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, you know, homeless people feel the same.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm 23, and I'm a security officer from Liverpool. I'm the party starter. I used to work in a club. I was known as the hype man. I also fight, and I'm looking to turn professional in boxing.
This guy's like the typical Spicer, isn't he? You know, he's got an A-class Mercedes, blacked out windows, picks girls up after the night out. This is the kind of vibe I'm getting from Paul here.
Me and my granddad are very close. We poo with the door open, walk around in our boxes.
Wait, you and your granddad poo with the door open? If your granddad's like pooing, do you like walk past and go, haha, granddad, nice. Don't wipe. I want to smell. Sorry.
Typical silver A-class Merc lad.
I haven't seen this. I swear on my life I haven't seen this. I knew he had an A-class. That's so... I knew. I saw that he said he was like a promoter and he's got sleeve tattoos. I knew.
I've probably got more backseat mileage than actual mileage on my car.
More backseat miles than miles of me car. Lads.
I'm Henry, I'm 25 years old. I'm a food writer from Toddington in the Cotswolds.
Fucking hell. I've never even heard of Toddington, but I can just picture it.
I went to boarding school. We had our beloved matron who would do our washing, leave our bedding at the end of our beds. I would love for there to be a matron in the house.
To be fair, that would be pretty nice. Like, I can't lie, this guy looks very happy, and that is great, and I can see why.
At the last election, I voted for the Conservative Party because at the end of the day, Boris Johnson is the person who I'd want to go for a martini the most with.
What? No way. That is a total surprise. What the hell? You really can't judge a book by its cover these days, guys.
I'm definitely a royalist. I think people who don't like the royal family should just leave the country, to be honest.
Oh, this guy's gonna cause a stir. I love it.
I'm Olivia, I'm a dancer, and I'm from the best place in Scotland, Glasgow. I'm very patriotic. Like, if you play the bagpipes, best believe that's the one time I'll probably cry.
Can you imagine she's just in the streets of Scotland and someone's just playing the bagpipes and she's like, oh my god, I love this place. I also do that with like MC music. You know, like this type of music.
Party crew, when the beat comes in, I'm dedicating this one to me fucking mother. R.I.P. Lisa Fairley. Every time. Right, if you're watching on YouTube, man, we got homecoming MCs on the microphone around about now. Listen, party kick off and say, listen.
I'm single and happy as Larry. I hate men. I feel traumatized by men.
You know, she's a pretty girl. She's definitely, little spicers like Paul have definitely broke this woman's heart.
I'm Kerry, I'm 40 years old, and I'm from Dunmow in Essex.
Oh my god, she's got wheels. Damn, Hallie's gonna love her. She can really be that bitch on wheels.
So I'm currently a senior manager within the NHS, and I've worked in the NHS for 21 years.
You love that, Kerry. That's why we clapped at 7 o'clock for people like you.
It massively reduces my mobility. I walk day to day with a stick, and I also use a mobility scooter.
Bless her. Big up, Kerry. So moving on, we've met all the contestants and the presenters of this show are new as well. Like, obviously, we used to have Emma Willis and Davina McCall. This year, we've got two people called AJ Adudu and Will Best. And I'm not gonna lie, these two are actually, like, the casting's really good. Like, they've really smashed it so far. It's always gonna be hard to follow, like, two iconic presenters, but I feel like they're really living up to it. So now we've met the contestants, the presenters. I want to actually get into the show and talk about what's happened so far. But before we do that, I just want to say, please press the subscribe button because we're nearly at 300,000 subscribers. If everyone watching this pressed the subscribe button now, we'd hit it and I'd have one of the best nights of my life. Possibly. The show's been going on for like 3 weeks as of recording, I believe, and there's been so many bust-ups, it's insane. The first bit of drama that has kicked off in the house was between Olivia and Farida, and it caused a massive stir, and even Olivia nominated Farida because of it. And it was so petty, so basically Farida asked if she could try a little bit of Farida's corn off her plate on the first night.
Opinions on sharing food. I was eating my salmon and my corn, and Farida was like, can I have some of your corn? And I was like, yeah, go for it. Take a spoonful, and I was like, cool.
And Olivia said yeah, which is fine, you know, she's asked, it's quite nice. However, then Farida decided to eat some of Olivia's salmon that was also on her plate, which made Olivia fuming.
Then she started eating my salmon, like my actual lunch. Like, it's not that deep, but you know that way I was about like, whoa.
What do you think? Is that bad? Like, I'm thinking, like, if someone asks for a bit of my food and then they take some bit that they didn't ask, especially like the main bit, I'd be like, whoa, hold on, soldier, you didn't ask for that bit. If somebody takes a bit of my corn, I'm like, yeah, have it, but a bit of me salmon, whoa, hold your bloody tits, love. Also, what I do think is dodgy, and it shows that the rest of the show is going to be mint, is the way Olivia handled this is kind of bad. Instead of just saying to Farida, whoa, I didn't appreciate that you've took a little bit that you didn't ask for, she then goes to everybody else in the house and tells everybody else. And I do think this is a little bit dodgy because, you know, people are still forming their first opinions of people with it being the first day, and if people hear this about Farida, they're internally going to get a negative first opinion of her, and that is like so hard to shake off. And this isn't the first bit of drama that Farida was involved in. She's been involved in so much. Shortly after this, all the contestants were sitting on the sofa and learning about each other because, as we saw in the intros, like, there's so many different people. Normally these kind of people just wouldn't be together. And this conversation is between Farida and Hallie. Now, if you don't already know, Hallie is trans. Like, I didn't bring that up in the intro because it wasn't really relevant, but it is relevant for the conversation we're about to hear.
Now, when you get into relationships,
yeah, I've never been in one.
I know you said you've never been in one, but Imagine you did, right? So you know the men that are attracted to you, would they be classed as gay?
I'm a woman.
Yeah, so you're a woman,
Yeah.
but you're a trans...
This is hard to watch. This is such a tricky one because what Farida is asking Hallie is deemed as offensive if it was said in like a malicious way, you know, if someone was saying it rather than as a question. But in terms of Farida's point of view, I want to believe that she's not meaning this in a malicious way. She's there to, like, you know, actually genuinely learn about Hallie and about how her relationships would work. As in her everyday life, she might not come across many people like Hallie, and, you know, this is like her avenue to kind of learn, which Hallie did say, if anyone has any questions about me being trans, please ask. So I guess you've got to kind of, I don't know, give her a bit of leeway maybe. But the way she worded it is horrendous. It would be interesting to see what you think below if you haven't watched this episode, just by that clip, what you think. And due to the various dramas Farida had, she also had a drama with Kerry and various other people. She was put up for nomination, which means you've got a chance of getting evicted by the public. And she was up for eviction alongside Kerry, who she also had beef with. And Kerry is someone I want to dive headfirst to in a minute. Not in that way. Come on, guys, your head's in the gutter. Just got a bloody motorised wheelchair, for Christ's sake. Right? Let the woman breathe, honestly. And Farida was evicted, and the public decided to save Kerry. And I was a bit gutted, I can't lie, because I feel like Farida had some personality. Like, she was involved in a lot of drama, and, you know, she didn't really watch what she said, as you could see from that clip. But that's what you want in Big Brother. You want people that are going to stir the pot. You don't want boring people in it. And one thing I do want to touch on about the evictions and how Big Brother kind of works. The public vote is vote to evict rather than vote to save. So in Love Island, you're voting to save your favourite couple, which means normally the most popular couples stay in because people are saving them. Whereas with Big Brother, because you're voting to evict, it normally means the most controversial people go out first, because if you're up for eviction with another person who, you know, people don't really feel any emotion to, but some people might hate you, then people are going to vote to evict you because they actually feel something towards you, if you get what I mean. I always find this with Big Brother. It means that towards the end, it's mainly just kind of the boring people, you know, like it's not as like argumentative as the show goes on. And I've always thought this about Big Brother. They need to change it to vote to save. I don't get why they do vote to evict. It's also a lot crueler, you know, like imagine knowing you got evicted because people actually voted to get you out the house. Whereas if you have to leave because not enough people voted for you, it's not as like brutal, you know. It means like you don't think as much people hate you, just not enough people loved you. Now I want to take this time to discuss Kerry, because this woman is a piece of work. I've never in my life seen such a grown woman act like a child.
They're on the wind up! They're on the wind up! They're on the wind up!
As you can see, she moans at everything. She literally hit her head this hard and started having like a breakdown. The 18-year-old Hallie is acting more mature than her. In a recent episode that I just watched, she was complaining that she wasn't the first one to go in the shower. Apparently every single night she goes in the shower first, because if she goes in after someone and the floor's already wet, then she'll slip. Which is fine. Okay, that's a fair enough reason because of obviously the issues she has. However, this particular night where she was the second one to go in the shower, she started slagging off the person that went in before her. Bearing in mind, the person that went in the shower before her was Darren, the man with one leg.
Kerry, I'll be in and out in a second, love, don't worry. I've got you share to my leg.
Dylan the gentleman.
I'm sorry, love, but if we're doing a who's gonna slip first context, I'm pretty sure he's got a strong argument. He's got bloody one leg. Surely he needs to go in when the floor's dry. And because Darren's such a nice guy, he even brought a stool in the shower for Kerry to go in after him, and she still went and spoke loads of shit about him to other people, and I just thought that's like a proper show of her character.
Yeah, she's upset because of getting gunned. She felt bad because she came in, she took her top off, and she thought she was going to be first in the shower, but I jumped in. I need to use the disabled shower as well. What do you want me to do?
I know I'm getting like quite passionate into her, and I normally don't speak about people like this in these videos. I normally try and, like, you know, stay impartial. I can just see the type of person this woman is, and I feel like if I was living with her in the Big Brother house, it would grind on me. She never considers other people before herself. She like appears to, but in reality she's just kind of thinking like how she's perceived. She just comes off as selfish. And there was also another task where all of the housemates had to do like a camping challenge, where basically everybody was standing in the rain and they just had to stand there for like a long period of time to get like a bigger shopping budget. And after a certain time, Big Brother said that 4 or 5 people can now go inside at like out of the rain and go on like a glamping part of the task. Now, if 4 or 5 people have to be picked, you might do it at random, you know, like everyone's in the same boat, everyone's struggling the same. But this is how Kerry reacted.
Fuck off, just fuck off! I know what you're doing! You want me to lose my shit!
Bearing in mind, okay, again, I know Kerry has, you know, her issues and stuff she struggles with, but she is the only one that is allowed to sit down as well. The other ones have to stand up, especially Dylan with one leg has to stand up. I just find it really odd behaviour. And because of her overreaction, she was one of the people that got chose to go inside. So in turn, she basically got rewarded for this behaviour, which I think is like a bad precedent from the other housemates to set, because I feel like she's just going to throw her toys out the pram anytime she doesn't like anything because she knows she'll get away. Which again, you'd maybe expect this from Hallie, who's 18, but you would never expect this from one of the oldest people in the house. I also did some digging just because I wanted to see like a bit more of Kerry's personality if I could from outside the show, and she actually appeared on Deal or No Deal where she won £30,000.
Kerry, £35,000.
Now this is, to me, when someone's been on a TV show before, like another TV show, it just kind of shows this person clearly wants to, you know, have their face on camera. And she has been playing up to the cameras quite a lot, and I feel like this is just further evidence that, you know, she kind of likes it. But again, this just doesn't justify that behaviour that we've just talked about. The public clearly felt the same as what I do, because in like an eviction after that, where, you know, they've got the presenters on the mic and the housemates can hear the crowd outside, all of the crowd were chanting, "Get Kerry out."
Big Brother House, it's AJ and Will. Please do not swear.
And she was not up for eviction at this point. Also, this is the first time the house had like heard anything from the outside world. I know we've talked negatively about her actions and her personality, but can you imagine how she felt? Like, that must feel awful. Like, imagine all them people shout, especially some of the Venom people were shouting. Some people were shouting really aggressively, "Get Kerry out." I actually do feel sorry for her, because that mustn't be nice for anyone to go through. Like, I've done YouTube for what, like 6-7 years now. I'm used to getting death threats or, you know, people just saying anything about you. Like, it's hardened me up, but this person isn't used to this years of this kind of thing, so that must be really emotional if that's all coming to you like at 100 miles an hour. But I mean, respect to the crowd, because this is what we want. We want emotion. You know, it's a shame somebody has to get hurt, but we don't want the crowd to be silent. We want the crowd to get into it. We want like passion with this show. You know what I mean? This is what Big Brother's about. There has been some other drama points between like other people such as Zach and Trish.
He's just been talking just constant verbal diarrhea.
Has it shut up yet?
No, do you know what? More shut up now, get louder and louder.
I think everyone's been problematic, especially Zach.
Yo, take my name out of your mouth. My name's always in your mouth every time something bad happens. Is that this, that, that, is that this, that, that?
Oh, why is he getting offended? He literally called Olivia it, just previously taking the piss out of her. But when someone says something to Zach, it's like, oh, he gets a bit defensive. It's like clear that like he can give it, but he can't take it. They also had like a Big Brother tea party where they could all like air any issues they've got in the house, and this kicked off.
So we just got one more. So the third item for discussion is consideration. I would just like to cover one, and I think I've said this a little bit. It's bedtime. Sometimes they're running around, they're throwing things around. I don't sleep well outside of this, so a part of coming in here was...
Why are they all just sipping tea? Little pinky up as well. Look at the little pinky from the posh boy. He loves it.
You've came to the Big Brother house. You haven't came to a luxury holiday. You've came to the Big Brother house. I don't go to bed at home till about 3 in the morning, and I am a hyperactive person. I'm not gonna just go to bed early. If you can't handle that, then you're in the wrong place.
Okay, fair enough, you don't go to bed until 3 AM when you're by yourself. There's times when Paul is just like jumping around the house at 2 AM when everyone else is trying to sleep. Like, it is funny for us to watch. Like, I love it. I want him to do it more. But can you imagine living with that? You'd be like, just show some consideration, mate. Can you not just go and jump around the sitting room? Why'd you have to do it here? Like, I know that would get me like riled up, because sometimes I just need me sleep. Now, on a different point from, you know, the negative drama, there's actually one really interesting kind of scenario that's bubbling at the minute, and it's between Jordan, Matty and Henry. There's like a little love triangle going on here. There's so many little scenarios in this season. I love it. Jordan is personally my favourite contestant. Like, I know he like speaks a little bit posh, but I genuinely think he's hilarious. Like, after Big Brother, he could do anything. His comedy's so dry, but so good. And him and Henry have been, like, a really funny duo, and they keep calling themselves, like, husband and, like, wife. Like, they've got, like a good relationship. However, Jordan seems to fancy Matty. Which, okay, you can like who you want, but the problem occurs because Henry admitted to Kerry that Henry fancies Jordan. Oh, I feel like Paddy McGuinness. I feel like the Doctor of Love here trying to sort this out.
I do feel like I've made like a connection, yeah. Is he your type on the outside world? I wouldn't say I've really got a type, like, it's very, like...
Oh, I love triangle. Why? And the one really sad thing, like, I feel sad for Henry because Henry clearly likes Jordan, but Jordan likes Matty. And every time Matty and Jordan are speaking, Henry's, like, looking over as if he's on, like, The Office. Like, they're speaking and he's like... So yeah, that might cause issues with the friendship between Jordan and Henry, because, you know, if you like someone and then you flirt with someone else in your face, this is tremendous. Not for Henry. One of my other favourite contestants is Chanel. Like, she's quite quiet and I feel like she's quite real. Her and Jenkins seem like, if I could pick any of the housemates to go on the drink with, I'd pick them because they don't play up to the camera, and I feel like this is why they don't get as much airtime. And I feel like they're quite struggling with their mental health a little bit in there because some of the other characters are just pissing them off. And I think a lot of people are saying Jenkins is boring, but I don't actually feel that way. I just feel like he's real and he's not like trying to play up to the cameras like other contestants are. And we saw like Chanel in one of the shopping tasks. She was really funny where she had to take the piss out of every single person without them knowing she was taking the piss out of them, and she was really funny.
Right, Chanel, pick your nose in front of Hallie if you can hear me.
Oh, God, something stuck in my nose. I think I got a spot up there. No, there's nothing there, babe.
Backhand compliment Kerry's jumper.
Kerry, is that jumper the one you had from Vinted? No, darling. I almost feel like, though, it is like one you would see, like, you know, when they wear, like, in a circus. Yeah. Like, it gives me that vibe.
She's so funny. Tom, I feel like it's kind of vanilla. I know, I hate to say this, like, I think he comes off as quite nice. However, like, whenever there's someone bitching about other people in the house, he's always there, like, starting it. He gets away with it because he's not as aggressive as, like, the other housemates when they talk about other people. He's very softly spoken, but I feel like he's a little bit of a shit stirrer. Trish is, like, full of personality and brings, like, a really good energy to the group. I know a few people have, like, labelled her, like, aggressive and stuff like that, but I don't believe she is aggressive at all. I just believe she's passionate and she really believes what she says, and, like, you need people like that in the house, otherwise it'll just be boring. Like, if it's a house of 15 Toms, right, no one's gonna watch. And I think her personality clashes with a lot of people. Like, I know her personality clashed with Chanel. Chanel said she felt scared of Trish, so she'd rather talk stuff behind her back rather than to her face, which isn't the best reflection of me saying I like Chanel, because that's a really bad way to go about that. Hallie, I think, is a really... Hallie's like a tricky one. For her being 18 and also trans, to go on such, like, a big platform like Big Brother and smash it is, like, unreal. Like, fair play to her. But I don't think I vibe with her. She's constantly, like, shit stirring, and if someone says something, she'll go to other people and be like, oh, have you heard what this person said about... You know, like, she's always kind of stirring the pot, which is great for us, again, but if I lived with her, I don't feel like I'd want to be her friend. It gives off quite, like, you know, like, school drama vibes, which I guess she's 18. Again, we have to remember this. She left school, like, what, 2 years ago? But I think the housemates started to, like, kind of cotton on to what, like, our personality was like and what she was doing, like, shit stirring. So she got put up for eviction, and she actually did get voted out by the public. She was up for eviction with Trish and Dylan. Now, Dylan is, like, you know, he's a nice guy, but he's quite boring, so I believe if it was vote to save, Hallie would still be in there. Like, I wish Hallie was still in there, because she was actually entertaining to watch, whereas Dylan is like a Tom, where you're like, if they left, would you really be that bothered? Again, this is why they need to change it to vote to save rather than vote to evict, because the ones with personality always leave. We've then got Yinrun, who I said earlier, she is the winner. Like, she has to be the winner. I don't think this woman doesn't have a bad bone in her body, especially the fact she's doing this show in not her native language. Like, she's smashing it. Like, she deserves so much props for that. You forget that she's got more personality than some people who are doing this in the first language. Olivia's a funny one. Olivia is very, very loud. Like, imagine she would grind on you if you lived with her, but I think she's hilarious. Like, she's genuinely really funny. Like, the things she comes out with is, like, good crack. I would want her as my friend if I was going out drinking with her, because I know that should just constantly make you laugh. And I think in the Big Brother house, you need people like that who, even though they annoy you, you've got so much time to kill that just being around her would kind of keep your mind occupied. And the rest are okay. Like, we haven't really seen much of Paul. I feel like Paul's like very normal and like he always says it's Big Brother, why'd you care? Like he seems very down to earth. Noki, people think she's like playing up for the cameras, but I actually think she's really sound. And Matty, you know, Matty's like, I don't know how I feel about Matty. He seems okay, but I don't know. I kind of need to see more of him. Moving on, I am interested to see like what effect Big Brother has on like influencer culture. Like what's going to happen to these people when they leave? You know, with Love Island, like you just know that all of them are going to have like a teeth whitening sponsorship or like a deal with Pretty Little Thing or whatever it is. Whereas on Big Brother, the people are like, you know, normal people. So will they be as like brandable? I don't know. I hope they are. I hope brands go more for these type of people because we're all sick of seeing like the perfect influencers, right? We want a shift. You want normal people to be the ones getting these deals because these are the people you vibe with the most. Then in turn, you're probably going to buy the company stuff because you actually like the person who's modeling it. I want to see John, the 55-year-old divorcee who's got 3 kids and lives in a flat on a billboard. That's who I want to see. I don't know, just watching Big Brother, I just feel a lot better about myself than I do when I watch Love Island. It just like, you know, reaffirms to us that you don't have to have like a really polished body. You don't have to watch like what you say or whatever. You can just be yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like it's nice to see everyday people on this show. And it's clear the British public feel the same because 2.6 million people watched the launch of the 2023 Big Brother return, which is the best figures for this show in like a decade apparently, according to the Daily Mail, which just shows like the hunger for seeing normal people on camera. I love it, and I'm just hoping for a bit of a change in the whole culture around influencing and everything like that because it needs a shift, you know what I mean? Anyway, if you would like to see me do like an updated Big Brother review in a few weeks when the show's progressed, 2,000 likes on this video and we'll do that. If you would like to watch me break down another British TV show, click right here, or if you want to watch a similar video on the Reacts channel, click right here now. Click it.